Welcome to Judo for the World, which comes to you from the French capital, Paris. Once again, this city plays host to one of the most exhilarating events on the World Judo Tour, the Paris Grand Slam. This year's instalment marks the start of the 2017 tour, as judo enthusiasts eagerly awaited its return. The venue, as always, was the iconic Accor Hotels Arena, a legendary setting. It is every judoka's dream to win here under the spotlights, and in front of a sold-out crowd of appreciative and knowledgeable fans. At the draw for the event, there was lots to discuss. Not only does a new year herald the emergence of new stars, in this case, it also marked the introduction of a new rule set aimed at simplifying the sport. After International Judo Federation President Mr. Marius Visser had opened the draw, he had lots to attend to, including putting ink to paper as he signed a deal for a new Grand Prix event starting this year in The Hague. Amongst those looking to make a name for themselves in Paris were a host of established names, with many Olympic champions returning to action. One of them was Brazil's Rafaela Silva, who we'll speak to later in the programme. We'll bring you all the action from the event, including some phenomenal judo from China's Cheng Jun Zhao. We start with the men's under 66 kg division, which saw Japan's latest sensation Abe Hifumi taken to the tatami. At just 19 years of age, Abe already has 5 World Judo Tour medals, 4 of which are gold, and his spectacular judo is fast making him a fan favourite. At the end of the 2016 season, Abe dazzled on home soil as he took Tokyo Grand Slam gold. In Paris, he picked up right where he left off, throwing Korea's Kim Lim-won for Ippon in his opening bout. Next to go for 10 was Kazakhstan's Mor Lenin, as Abe looked well into his stride. Yet another Ippon followed at the quarter-final stage against Georgia's Margvelashvili, before Canada's Antoine Bouchard suffered the same fate in the semi-final after a simply exquisite piece of throwing skill from Abe. The man looking to deny him a 5th World Judo Tour gold was Russia's Anzor Ardanov. The highlight of his day, this skillful foot sweep Ippon against Shikhalazada of Azerbaijan. It would be Abe's first appearance in a Paris final, a great test of his mettle. And he held his nerve well, earning a slender 1 penalty lead. But would he let the contest go to golden score? Your commentator is former world champion Neil Adams.
Abe still looking for the score. He's got the sleeve now. Is he going to go for the Sodi Surakumigosh? He wants it off the sleeve. The seconds are ticking away. Just ahead. Oh, he's got the Wazari now. Ardanov goes over the top. And that was brilliant stuff there from Abe. He was always hunting, and the bell goes, and he wins the Paris Grand Slam. And he can add that now to the Tokyo Grand Slam gold medal that he won last year. Brilliant stuff from this youngster. Always going for the Ippon. Ippon all the way to the final. He wanted the Ippon, wasn't quite there. Gets the Wazari right on the bell. And Ardanov could do nothing about it. He didn't want it to go to golden score. Look how the hips come across. And Ardanov, well, he just goes right the way over the top. Just 19 years of age, Abe, and a real talent. And with the World Championships just round the corner, he has to be one of the absolute favourites for the gold medal. Brilliant technique all the way through. He was looking for the Ippon, and that's what we want.
The under 60 kg division saw Japan's Olympic bronze medalist and former world champion Takato Naohisa back in action. He has suffered a recent test to his national dominance, losing out in Tokyo to his understudy, Nagayama Ryuju. Paris was a chance for Takato to get back to winning ways. After a shoulder throw helped him past Frenchman Vincent Manquest, it was Takato's footwork that defeated Georgia's Amiran Papanashvili. Once again, his foot sweep served him well in his next contest against Azerbaijan's Safarov. Kouchigari, a technique which attacked the inside of an opponent's foot, is a particular specialty of his, which enabled him to rack up 2 Wazaris before he took advantage of his opponent's desperation to finish the bout by Ippon. In the final, he took on Uzbekistan's Sharafuddin Lutfilayev, where once again his trusty Kouchigari gained him the ascendancy. he would eventually pin Lutfilayev to win the match by ippon. It earned him his 10th World Judo Tour gold, his 3rd from Paris. Takato once again back on top. And there was further Japanese interest at under 73 kilograms, where their Olympic champion Shohei Ono reigns supreme. But in his absence, his nation boasted its traditional strength in the division by sending the in-form Hashimoto Soichi. In Paris, he was simply unstoppable, throwing all challengers with a fantastic Sodi Surikomi Goshi, reminiscent of the great Koga Toshihiko, who took the early 90s by storm with similar judo. Hashimoto was unbeaten on the World Tour for the whole of 2016, and after taking gold at the Tokyo Grand Slam, the reigning World Masters champion and world number 2 was looking to add another Grand Slam title to his honours list in Paris. His opponent would be Korea's world number 5, An Chang-grim, who showed off his dynamic judo with this dropping shoulder throw against Uzbekistan's Boboev. The final itself would be a tense match, with both athletes giving it their all to become Paris champion. It would be decided in golden score by a moment of genius.
And looking for the Uchimata, Hashimoto. Is he going to look for the counter? Yes, he does! He gets the Wazari, and he gets the score. That was brilliant stuff from Hashimoto. Brilliant tewaza there. He drove An's head into the mat, but look at what he does there with the leg. Amazing stuff there. Almost sweeps the leg away from him, and then he just carries on with the hands, and he just puts him onto his shoulders for the score. That was brilliant stuff. He just hooks the outside of the leg there, and at the same time, he controls it with the hands. And, well, he had nothing to say about that, and Hashimoto wins the gold medal. And what a reserve to the Olympic champion Ono.
Receiving the under 81 kilogram gold medal from IGF president Mr. Marius Visser was Frank de Wit of the Netherlands. With 3 World Judo Tour bronzes to his name, the young Dutchman signalled his intent for the future by taking a maiden gold in Paris. His main weapon throughout the day was a technique named after its inventor, Shota Harbarelli, which saw de Wit use a forward motion with his knee to lift his opponents off their feet as he turned through to force them over onto their back. The Harbarelli is notoriously difficult to execute, but de Wit made it look easy as he sailed through to the final. There, he used the Georgian technique to defeat none other than Georgia's very own Zebeda Rekviashvili, who conceded a Wazari, which gave de Wit his first taste of World Judo Tour gold. As world and European champion at junior level, de Wit has all the makings of a real superstar. Whether or not he'll use Paris as a springboard to greatness, only time will tell. But the Paris crowd loves it when they have a French fighter to cheer. So stealing the show in the division were 2 home athletes who'd each made it through to contest a bronze medal, Baptiste Pierre and Papa Doudou Ndaye. Let's join Neil to see how they got on.
Well, we haven't seen either of these fighters at this level before, and both of them fighting for 3rd place here in Paris, right against left. Santos looking for the Uchimata, gets taken back and it's ippon. Pierre has taken him backwards. That was a good opportune technique there from the young Frenchman. Great stuff, and the crowd absolutely love it. Went for the Uchimata, it was half committed there from Santos, and he pays the price. Koso Tagak, Taniatoshi, and he gets taken backwards, flat on his back for the ippon. Hong's got to go forwards. He needs to score. Nandei as well. Oh, Yoko Garuma there. Brilliant stuff there from the Frenchman. And the crowd absolutely erupt. That was brilliant stuff. Look at Hong. He had to go forwards. Nandei, well, he just waited for his moment, took him around the back there. That Yoko Garuma absolutely gets the score that he wanted, and it wins him the bronze medal.
The under 57 kilograms saw one of several returning Olympic champions, as Brazil's Rafaela Silva was in action. Judo for the World took the opportunity to talk to her about her home gold heroics in the summer.
Winning Brazil's first Olympic gold medal was very important for me, especially because I love competing at home. It's very rare that an athlete has the opportunity to compete in an Olympic Games at home. So for me, that was very important. I trained really hard and gave it everything so that I could succeed. I think the fact that I won the medal in Brazil and that I grew up in the community of the City of God made a lot of kids open their eyes. I started judo in their community from the age of 5, and I didn't have any big dreams. I just wanted to be able to play in the community. Now I can show all the kids that I won an Olympic title. I came up from their community and I couldn't even afford a judo gi. Now I can show them what I've achieved so that they can realise their dreams and change their own lives like sport and judo has changed mine. I think this is the most important thing with sport, to show kids how they can change their lives. Rio de Janeiro is my home city. When we have a big competition there, I dedicate myself fully, because many children from similar social projects to the one that I was part of are watching, as well as my family and my friends, because they can see it on television. So every time we have a competition, I give it everything. I was world champion in Rio de Janeiro and Olympic champion in Rio de Janeiro. I think because it's home, it's important for me to represent myself well. I think that even if I win another World Championships in a different place, or a medal at the next Olympics in Japan, it won't have the same feeling as when I've won medals at home. I think that an Olympic medal is the one that every athlete wants, especially the gold. It's a very important goal for athletes, myself included. Especially because at the London Olympics I didn't get a medal, and in Rio I came back to get a gold at home. You can't get a better feeling than that. To become champion at home after people criticise me following London, it shows people that sometimes when you fall down, you can get back on your feet again. I did well at this Olympics in Rio, but who knows what will happen in Tokyo. Perhaps I'll do well, perhaps not. You never know. It's an Olympic Games and anything can happen.
Silva's day in Paris didn't go to plan, as she was beaten convincingly at the quarter-final stage by Korea's Kwon Yoo-jung. After fighting back to contest a bronze, she was defeated by France's Neto by 2 Wazari scores. Disappointment for the Olympic champion, but a great result for Neto, who was congratulated by a magnanimous Silva afterwards. Kwon's win over the Brazilian spurred her on to take another major scalp, as she caught Japan's Yoshida Tsukasa for a Wazari at the semi-final stage. In the final, she broke French hearts by denying Hélène Recibeau a home win thanks to 2 more Wazari scores. One from a foot sweep and another from a Taya Toshi. A fantastic debut gold for Kwon. The under 100 kilogram division saw one of many high-profile athletes making a debut in a new weight class, as former under 90 kilogram number 1 Georgia's Varlam Lipitiliani began his journey in the heavier bracket. A regular occurrence after an Olympic cycle, former under 48 kilogram Olympic champion Sarah Menezes of Brazil, former under 81 world champion Chirikishvili, and Russia's under 90 kilograms Kirill Denisov have also all gone up a weight. Lipitiliani is a huge thrower, and the weight change looked to have altered little as he saw off world number 10 Bisultanov of Russia. However, at the quarter-final stage, he met little-known Ida Kentaro of Japan, who had his number, defeating the Georgian by ippon. But Lipitiliani sent a message by burying Germany's Karl Richard Frey with a huge uranagi to earn a shot at bronze, which he took, thanks to a Wazari against Michael Korral of the Netherlands. We spoke to a relieved Lipitiliani after the contest.
Everybody think I stay 4 years in this category or no. I think I have no chance in 90 because I lose too much weight, 9 kilograms every competition, and you know it's so bad in your body. And I think I don't stay 4 years in 90 kilograms and I change category. I think many sportsmen have same problem, because when you train, it's not easy. It's so hard work, but when you lose your weight, it's unbelievable feeling. If you don't do this, you never understand how feeling when you lose weight. And because I think when Olympic Games finish, everybody say, please, too much work, too much tired, and I try more one weight category. And because I think same problem Ricky, I think same problem Kirill, Denis, so many sportsmen have weight problem, and because everybody change who have a problem. I am so sad when I see my accreditation. I look, oh, where is my ranking? I understand. Oh my God, it's new weight category. You know, when I was first, second, always in my weight category. But now it's start new year, start new weight category. I tried my best in 100. If it's okay, it's okay. If no, this is sport. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I try to win.
Lipitiliani's vanquisher Ida was having the day of his life, as at just 18 years of age, he found himself in his first World Tour final. He had to dig deep in his semi-final as he went down by a Wazari to Portugal's powerful Fonseca. But he showed great skill to come back and launch his opponent cleanly onto his back for an ippon win. His opponent was fan favourite Cyril Marais, whose progress towards a fourth Paris title was going well until he met Ida. The Japanese youngster showed great composure to throw for a good Wazari before holding on for the win. How much more of Ida will we see this year? The star of the men's over 100 kilograms category is France's own record-breaking Teddy Riner. After winning his second Olympic title in the summer, the legendary Riner has taken some time off and was not competing in Paris. But he would not refuse his adoring fans the chance to chant his name, as he made a public appearance inside the arena, much to the delight of everyone in the tribunes. He was there to help congratulate two of his retiring teammates, Lucy Louette Canning and Penelope Bonner, before settling in to watch the judo. In his stead, his old nemesis Shinshinui Ryo was doing his best to fill the void. This wonderful Ashiguruma on his way to the final definitely got the crowd going. His countryman Ojitani Takeshi did his best not to be overshadowed, also scoring with a big ippon of his own en route to an all-Japanese final, from which it was him who emerged victorious, after a disappointing contest was decided by penalty points. The form fighter in the women's under 48 kilogram division was Mongolia's world number 1 Monkbat. This spectacular dropping shoulder throw narrowly missing out on our top ippons list. But Korea's Jong Bo-kyung would eventually disappoint her to take the gold thanks to penalty points in the final. Up one weight, and Kosovo's under 52 kilogram Olympic champion Linda Kelmendi was back in action. She demolished the field en route to the gold, showing her usual power and explosivity along the way. After defeating Angelica Delgado of the United States in the semi-finals, she saw off the challenge of Japan's Tokyo Grand Slam champion Tsunoda Natsumi in the final, with a Wazari counter-attack. Kelmendi picking up just where she left off, as she became a 4-time Paris champion. And at under 63 kilograms, there was another reigning Olympic champion in action, as Slovenia's Tina Trstenjak prepared for a mouth-watering Rio Olympic final rematch against home favourite Clarissa Begnanu.
What a match this is. A repeat of the Olympic final. Oh, Sonagari there from Trstenjak. Almost scored with that, not quite, but now Agbegnanu in trouble here. Can she get the Tatishio Gatami? The leg is trapped. Agbegnanu holding on. And everybody holding their breath here. Oh, she's got the leg out. Now can she control the top half? She's still on top. Agbegnanu still in trouble. Great bit of newaza here. This is good groundwork from Trstenjak. And now she comes on top again. Can she take the leg out? That foot has to come out for the seconds to begin. And now it's out. Osai Komi. And it doesn't look like she's going to get out. Trstenjak wins again.
Under 70 kilogram gold went to Japan, as Arai Chizuru defeated Canada's Kelita Zupancic in the final. At under 78 kilograms, there was a solitary gold for France's women, as old favourite Chimeo did the business. The highlight of her day was this spectacular Osotogari against Korea's Park Yoo-jin. Finally a chance for the home crowd to sing along to the Marseillaise. There would be disappointment for France in the over 78 kilogram division, however, as their Olympic champion Emily Andiol was defeated by Japan's Asahina Sera, who would go on to take the gold after defeating her compatriot Yamabe Kane in the final. At number 3 on our list of the top ippons from Paris is Rekviashvili with this amazing flying Jujigatami. Another Georgian takes number 2, Beka Gviniashvili showing off a glimpse of his skills on an otherwise disappointing day. At number 1 is Portugal's Jorge Fonseca, who produced this incredible technique against Germany's Karl Richard Frey on his way to a well-deserved bronze medal. Awesome stuff from Fonseca. At under 90 kilograms, one of Rio's surprise packages was on show. China's Cheng Junjiao had the day of his life at the Games, coming in having only just qualified, yet leaving with a thoroughly deserved bronze medal. In Paris, Cheng was out to show it was no fluke, and was once again in scintillating form. His first victim was Spain's Shirasadishvili, caught with an amazing standing shoulder throw. But Cheng was only warming up. Next, he pulled this out the bag against Tajikistan's Ustapirian. Reigning world champion Guak Dong Han was no problem for the rampant Cheng, as he combined his shoulder throw with Osotogari to take the Korean down before clamping on a hold. Cheng was through to the final. There, his opponent would be home favourite Axel Clerget. The in-form fighter is enjoying an Indian summer to his career, having won a streak of World Judo Tour medals recently. At the quarter-final stage against Great Britain's Max Stewart, he showed just how dangerous he can be, igniting the crowd with this ippon as he made his 3rd Grand Slam final in a row. The match itself would be a test for Cheng's nerve, as he took on not just Clerget, but the collective will of the entire Accor Hotels arena. What a time for him to be contesting his first Grand Slam final. With both fighters desperate to get the win, it was a tense affair, which eventually went to golden score. Who would come out on top?
Well, 2 minutes into golden score here. Clerget just keeps coming forwards. Oh, Cheng, that was absolute brilliance from him. That Osoto that took everybody by surprise at the Olympic Games. And he does it again in the final here in Paris. And that was absolute brilliance. He snakes across for the Osoto. And, well, he just buries Clerget. And Clerget loses his 3rd Grand Slam final in a row. It was brilliant stuff from Cheng. That Olympic bronze medal was absolutely no fluke, because now he is the Paris Grand Slam winner at under 90 kilograms. Cheng was brilliant. Clerget never stopped coming on to him, but in the end, the absolute brilliance of Cheng wins the gold medal for China. And with the World Championships coming up, who can deny him the chance of becoming world champion?
So that's it from another Paris Grand Slam, as the 2017 World Judo Tour is now well and truly underway. Japan's Wonder Boy Abe keeps impressing. Tersteniak showed that she's the queen of 63. Hashimoto showed his guile. And Cheng had another one of those days. Join us in 2 weeks' time from Dusseldorf as the World Judo Tour continues.